Hey everyone, and welcome back. Alex here. Now, the feedback from our Winning the War on Damp series was just fantastic. So today, we're tackling the next big beast of Maltese winter.
That's right, Alex. Jordan here. We are talking about that deep, bone-chilling cold you feel inside your house. We've been digging into solutions, and one that really stands out is the pellet stove, a game changer you can find the pros for on checkyourtraders.com.
Oh, I feel this quote in my bones, Jordan. Honestly, I remember shivering on my sofa with two blankets on while my mate's sending me pictures from the Slima front in just a t-shirt. It's crazy. You're not going crazy, Alex, I promise. It's a real thing. In a typical unheated home here, the indoor temperature can easily drop to around 14, maybe 16 degrees Celsius.
Ugh, and that's not even the worst part. With our humidity, that 14 degrees feels like it's about to snow, doesn't it? It's that wet cold that just sticks to you.
Exactly. The moisture in the air literally pulls the heat away from your body. It's a horrible feeling. Okay, so let's get right into it. Why? Why does it feel like a fridge inside when it's a perfectly nice day outside? What is this Maltese winter paradox all about? It's basically a perfect storm, Alex. You've got that sky-high humidity, and our beautiful limestone walls, well, in winter, they act like a giant, cold, damp sponge.
Tell me about it. And don't get me started on the lack of insulation. My old place had single glazed windows, and every single morning, they were literally dripping wet. You could feel the cold coming right off the glass.
Spot on. So you add all that up, and your home is basically working against you. It's designed to keep you cold and damp. And look, this isn't just about feeling a bit chilly. This constant cold has real-world consequences for your health and for your wallet. It's a much bigger deal than people realize. Okay, you need to see this because it's a real eye-opener. When you turn on a heater, where does that expensive heat actually go? Look at that. A massive 45% of it goes straight out through your uninsulated roof.
Wait, what? 45%? You were kidding me. So I'm basically just paying to heat the sky? That's insane. No wonder the room gets freezing 5 minutes after I turn the AC off.
Exactly. And the health side of this is even more worrying. There's something called the paradox of winter mortality. Basically, research shows that countries with mild winters, like ours, can have higher rates of excess winter deaths, and it's linked directly to poor, damp housing. It's pretty sobering. Wow. And that number, nearly 30,000 people. That is a huge number of people who literally can't afford to be warm.
It's a terrible cycle. Your house is inefficient, so heating costs a fortune, so you use it less, and you end up living in a cold, unhealthy space.
Okay. The problem is crystal clear. But you dangled a solution in front of us at the start, Jordan, so let's hear it. What is so special about these pellet stoves for a place like Malta? Right, great question. The secret sauce is the kind of heat it creates. It's called radiant heat. Think of it like standing in the sun. It warms you, it warms the ground, not just the air around you. A pellet stove does exactly that inside your home. It heats the actual walls, the floor, the sofa. This chart says it all, really. Your AC just blows hot air around, and that heat is gone the second you switch it off. A pellet stove heats the building, which then holds onto that warmth and radiates it back into the room. And the best part? It's a dry heat that actively fights the dampness in the air and walls.
Ah, that explains everything. My friend put one in their ground floor flat, which was always so damp. They said within a week, that musty smell vanished, and the place felt properly dry for the first time ever. It wasn't just warm, it was, a different kind of comfortable.
He's spot on, and the benefits just stack up. We're talking sustainable fuel, carbon neutral, cost-effective, and it's a mold-killing machine. But, and this is so important, all of this depends entirely on a perfect professional installation. To get it right and to be safe, you have to use a verified pro from a site like checkyourtraders.com. And that leads us to the most crucial step of all. Because it doesn't matter if you're getting a pellet stove, insulation, or new windows, the person doing the job is everything. And finding that right person is exactly why checkyourtraders.com exists. Right. So what happens if you just get, a guy who gives you a cheap price? What are the actual risks?
Oh, the risks are massive, Alex. A bad installation isn't just inefficient, it can be a serious fire hazard, or even risk carbon monoxide poisoning if it's not ventilated properly. You'll end up paying way more to fix the mess than if you just hired a real professional from the start.
And this is exactly why using a service like checkyourtraders.com is just the smart move. They do the hard work for you. They do rigorous checks on qualifications, insurance, and they have real customer reviews. It just removes all the guesswork and protects you. And when you get a real pro to do the job, the results speak for themselves. The feedback is just amazing. We see people saying their home was totally transformed from a damp, chilly nightmare into a warm, cozy, mold-free haven. They didn't just buy a heater, they bought a long-term solution. So let's look at a real-world example. A company like 8 Most Stoves and Fireplaces is exactly the kind of specialist you can find on checkyourtraders.com. They've been around since 2011, and they handle everything: the sale, the pro installation, the aftercare, even the fuel supply.
Okay, that sounds like what people need, a full service. So I can go on checkyourtraders.com, see that they're verified, read what other homeowners have said, and just know I'm hiring the right people. That's it. That's the peace of mind we're talking about.
Exactly, and it's not just for pellet stoves. Whether you need an expert like 8 Most, or someone for insulation, a better AC system, or professional mold removal, the place to find those trusted, verified experts is always checkyourtraders.com. This is brilliant. Seriously, I feel like there's finally a clear plan of action. We don't have to just sit there and be miserable all winter. There are things we can actually do to win this war on cold for good. And the plan is super simple. 1, go to checkyourtraders.com. 2, search for what you need: heating, insulation, you name it. 3, get free quotes from their verified professionals. It puts all the power right back in your hands. So it all comes down to this. Are you ready to finally take off your winter coat when you're indoors?
Don't put up with another cold, damp winter. The solutions are there. Your first stop to find the right people for the job is checkyourtraders.com.
Win the war on winter cold. Stay warm, dry, and mold-free, everyone.